9-7.
Ain't nothing happening much right now. We getting started.
Let's get this party started, right? Turn you down.
Where you don't got no music on, no nothing.
I'm
you
on
can't
TikTok
do two
already.
Things.
I'm on TikTok.
Just know your role. Do what you was doing.
Either way, I was gonna have to be on my phone.
Not really, no.
Yeah, I was. It's off
in
from
the
my
beginning.
phone.
Oh shoot, I can't do that. I
Mm.
don't know how I did that.
Get in here. We live. As you come in, make sure you share it. Share it with your timeline and let people know we on. We getting started.
Hey Trina, how you doing? If you on TikTok, say what's up. You are tuning into the live episode recap for the What They Never Told Us podcast, episode 4. You are not what I prefer.
Hold up. If you watching on TikTok, we playing music right now. I know you can't hear it, but it's a bop though. What up, Aaron? Danielle, what's up?
You in here, share and say what's up. Hey, Juanica.
I really wish I wrote this. Still. Such a good song. What up, Shay?
Hey, Shay.
What up? What up? If you like the official What They Never Told Us song, it is an actual real song that's available on all streaming platforms. It's called You by Jazz. That's Jahz. Available on all platforms. Do you?
Hey, Samaria. What up, TikTok?
TikTok, what up, though?
Give you all of me, I'm here for you. You're my fantasy, I dreamed of you. Put it on.
As y'all come in, please share it. Let people know we on. Let's make the algorithm work for us.
Our kids be singing it too.
That part. It's a good record.
Thanks for sharing, Juanica. Hey, Shireen, how are you?
What up, what up, what up? And welcome to season 2, episode 4, the recap of the episode. We always like to remind people that this is not the podcast. This is a recap or a session of us going live talking about the episode that is available now on YouTube, on Spotify, on Apple Podcasts, wherever you like to listen to your podcast, is available. And it's us talking about it. But welcome. What's going on, y'all?
Hey, Danielle.
So, as always, y'all let us know who listened, who has already checked out the episode. If you haven't, no shame, but shame on you. Talk to us.
We slow tonight. We was slow.
Who's checked out the episode?
Hopping
What up,
on.
Gracie?
Hey, Racy.
What up, Shireen? Sleepy, what up? Yeah, so for those of you guys who have not listened yet, the episode was about preferences, right? And there's a clip up right now, if you haven't seen it, of Brandy going down a laundry list, as it were, of preferences that she had prior to our relationship. I thought it was fun. It was fun. It was a fun episode. I had fun recording it, and I'm hoping it was fun to listen to as well.
Yeah, we had a couple people, hit us up and tell us that they really enjoyed this episode. Honestly, it was one of those ones that I wasn't sure, like this topic was something that I had brought up based off a Facebook conversation that I had. It was not in our original topic list for this season. But we were going through kind of, as we always do, should we do this one? Should we do that one next? And I was like, well, let's just try this one. And it ended up being really, like, it was really fun. It was funny, but I feel like it was also informational. And, like, that's that vein that we try to be in, where we're like, we're having fun, but, like, we learning something, y'all learning something, and it just feel good doing it.
Yeah.
So this was a really good episode. I wanted to ask y'all, like, hopefully it's some men on here. If it is, what's up? I only see my ladies in the comments. Men, I don't know what's happening. If y'all on here, y'all need to speak up and say something, because the ladies is overpowering y'all right now. But what are some of, like, on your list, if you have a list, what are some of the things that are on your list that you look for in a partner? So tell us what's on your list.
Absolutely. On TikTok, thank you for the universe. We appreciate it. Thank you for the gifts. Yamina, what up? My Kia, what's going on?
What up, y'all?
What up?
I don't know. I have to get out of that. I have to stop throwing up the peace sign. It's not universal.
It is.
It really isn't.
It's timeless.
It makes me look really going. I'm like, what up? How you doing? It doesn't feel
if
right.
If you're going to do it, just do it
But
confidently.
it's like,
if you're going to throw up the peace sign, you got to do it
unnatural.
confidently. But if you do it insecure, then it look like...
it's always after the fact. Like, I shouldn't have did that.
Nah, it's smooth.
I'm always confident in the
we
moment.
in every episode like that. Like, what
the
up?
end, right? Peace. Bye. See ya.
Hey, what up, y'all? What are you?
How you doing? What
Don't
up,
do
TikTok?
that. Don't do that. How do we turn down this trip? What up, Sierra?
Just be making me feel real crazy.
Aaron said they listen.
Ooh, all these hands. Come on.
What up, Trey? So let's jump on the ledge here, okay? If we're going to do it, let's do it. I hope y'all didn't come here to half step. If y'all on this live, let's get real. Let's talk about
Go ahead.
some preferences that we have. They can be non-negotiables. They could be stuff that you're willing to negotiate on. But what's the stuff that you look for when you're trying to see if somebody might be somebody you want to deal with in the romantic sense? What are some preferences you have? I want to know.
I don't know if this one, I don't know if it's a preference, right?
Mm-hmm.
But while they typing, it's something that I used to be super critical about, and I've now become that person. Let me get that.
Mm-hmm. Amateur hour. Look at this. What's going on? Yo. So yeah, let us know what your preferences are, okay? Let us know what it is. What's the stuff that you have a preference for? Me, dirty sneakers. And I know it's weird for hold girls to that standard, because usually like it's the dudes that really care about sneakers like that. But I just feel like, I don't know, something just like mess with me when I see a girl with like dirty shoes. I don't like that. I don't like that. It's a weird preference.
No, hey, okay. So wait a minute. Look at my hair, y'all. I tried to hurry up and get back because you. Hold on. You completely stepped on my moment.
We done lost all that TikTok.
Oops. Well, they ebb and flow anyway.
Come back.
That was one of the things that that's what I was going to say. Like, I didn't know if it was a preference, but it's like something that I really judge people on. It's like, I don't want no man with no dirty shoes. I have become the girl with dirty shoes.
I ain't want to say nothing.
You ain't have to say nothing because I know.
No, but you're disrespectful with shoes. It's like there's a whole stretch of sidewalk.
Okay, wait a minute, but we wasn't using this moment to talk about what I do and did it,
Don't say you, but I just become this girl. How did it happen?
No, I didn't say that, but I said I become that person.
Yeah,
now.
you have.
Like I used to be like my shoes had to be pristine. Now I'm chasing kids. I'm running from here to there. Like I be running from stuff like animals and stuff. I don't care where I'm going. I've become that person now, but I am conscious of it. So I think that there are some people who are like, who will do it and be like, I don't care, these beat up and I'm just gonna step out of them. Now I am very conscious of it. Like, oh, these look a little worn. A
little dusty.
Just run to the store.
A little dusty. Nah.
But I beat the heck up out of shoes now. And now I feel like I can't judge people. I can't judge that dude that got the creases in his Air Forces. Cause like, it's me.
Yeah. I mean, it'd be like that sometimes. It goes through seasons, but like, when you stepping out somewhere, like it's different when you just like run into the store real quick.
Yeah.
Like, okay, if you in I don't care mode, but don't step out like you trying to jump fresh and your outfit together, but then at the bottom of the outfit, you look down, it's like, come on now. That's when, what else? What else you got?
So like, teeth is a thing for me.
Teeth.
Yeah, like they don't have
Crooked?
to be. Yeah, I'm not. No. So what gets me, and I'm apologizing in advance if this is somebody on this live, but I will also say that it used to be Russell, so anything can happen for you. But people with the extra teeth, like,
oh, I had another set. Yeah. Shout out to more orthodontists. I appreciate you,
I
brother.
ain't mad at it, but like I couldn't never see myself.
She still is my girlfriend.
You had braces though.
I did not have braces when we was together.
Yes, you did.
Nah.
Okay.
Nah, I mean it happened quickly after, but
okay.
When you saw me pop out 8th grade, I just was
okay.
My teeth was throwing up gang signs. Shay said intellectual conversation. Hand claps for that because that's important.
Lauren says personal hygiene needs to be on point.
Can't be nobody that's stinking. Now, what if they usually are? Right? Like, what if they usually are, but you catch them on an off day? Like, oh my God, I've got to put on deodorant.
So I've actually had boyfriends who just have a scent, and like it's maybe not a scent that I prefer, but it's not like a stench. If that makes sense. It's not like body odor funk, but they just have like a very specific smell to them, like backwoods. I don't prefer that smell. That ain't a scent.
That is activity that's staying with them throughout the day.
I don't prefer that smell, but like
backwards.
You'd be like, it's kind of skunkish, but it's like nice.
Oh,
like,
wow.
One of those things. So yeah, hygiene has to be on point. But there are some people who just have habits that cause them to have a particular fragrance.
Okay, a little stank to them.
A little stank. Okay. How shall you say it?
It's that.
Stank. Your little stank.
Oh man! All right. Affectionate, great communicator, good dresser, financially responsible, funny, romantic. Oh, you was spitting. You just put a whole lot in there.
I'm just gonna put my list out there, and y'all just make it do what it
now,
do.
Trina, I need to know how much is there any of this flexible? Are these the things like you like? These are the things that I'm not bending on.
Well, she's married, but so does your husband have all that?
No, I'm applying this to your preferences before
talk about
marriage.
Your reality
before marriage, like
okay.
Before you were married, like what were the stuff that you like? Okay, this is what I like, but am I willing to bend on some of that? I don't think any of that is like unreasonable though. The things you asked for. All right, you want to read the next one?
Yes. Sierra says, "Where's body spray? We're not high school students." So like, you're saying, oh, if they wear body spray, is that what you're saying, Sierra?
She's saying wear body spray. We ain't in high school. Like, if you don't be running around smelling like backwoods. If you don't spray something down, take that stench.
I think that was before the backwoods comment.
It wasn't. It was because right under that is not the backwoods.
I'm just like, yeah, like you got to be politically correct.
Oh man.
Here we go. We always got to come with some level of foolishness.
That part. Shireen said needs to be confident. 100%. Like, and I think that's an attractive quality that we hear women talk about a lot with men. Mm-hmm. But I don't think men emphasize that enough with women. Like, confidence is so attractive, right? Like, there's some girls who don't meet like the
Physical.
not like the standard that they put out there. Like, this is the stuff that's supposed to be attractive.
Uh-huh.
Like some big girls that just be really like, you know, they just got a different confidence. But like, you know what? I like that.
You is beautiful, girl. Come here.
Yeah. No one time for the big girls and the big boys. We represent.
Yes.
Shout out air horns for y'all.
I think if you.
That's a gunshot.
Wow.
That's what it's supposed to be.
You need to put your labels back on.
I do. I got cocky.
Anyway, I can say that like whatever your physical body type is, like if you're not confident in that shows in almost everything that you do. And like if you recognize that, okay, so like you claim team big boy, but if you was always like, no, I can't do that, I can't wear that, I can't, like,
I ain't gonna lie, when I go to the pool, I definitely have a beater on.
Well, that's okay. That's okay. I wear a shirt when I go to the pool too.
Big boy
being
rule.
honest.
Big boy rule is what?
But like, you know what I'm saying? If you're just always calling attention to it and shying away from things and fishing for compliments because you feel like that's not attractive at all.
Yeah. And I think there's a deeper, I mean, it's not even that deep. It's just kind of like 101. Like I can't remember where we were talking about this at. It might have been on our prayer call, but it was something about like loving yourself, right? Mm-hmm. You not really gonna love somebody the way you need to love them if you don't love you. Yeah, you're gonna be seeking affirmation from them because you are starved for it. When really you should come to a relationship like, nah, I love me. You know what I'm saying? But that's a process. No judgment this way.
100%. Candace said, definitely conversation along with everything Brandy said this morning or yesterday morning. My bad. Conversation didn't used to be on my list. But it is definitely something that I revel in, that I love. It is one of the reasons why we went forward with this podcast is because we just love talking to each other. So that's like a real super like bottom level foundation part of our relationship. It's just the conversations that we've had. So stop looking at me like that.
Look at it. All right. You calm down. Honeymoon in 2 weeks. Save it. Put it in the bag till then. Calm down.
You got me blushing.
Wait, look at you. You talking. All right. Hey, hold on. I know what they'll kill this. What do I smell like?
Usually food. I'm just joking.
Thank y'all for tuning in to the live.
I don't know what you smell like. I don't know.
I don't know what I smell like either, because you know, like your scent.
You have a very neutral, like, because you don't wear cologne. Mm-mm. You usually put on shea butter or deodorant. Vaseline. Yeah. And I only smell your deodorant if I'm like nuzzled up under your arm. So
when you got to talking about extra smelling like backwoods, that's what got me thinking like, what does she describe my smell as?
Yeah, no, you don't really laundry detergent.
Hey, I'm with that. That's all right with me. Good linen. You know, I'm not mad at that. I can live with that.
On the other hand, I smell like pumpkin pecan. What is it called? I'm
gonna be honest. Before you even started wearing that stuff, there's like it's
a sweet smell.
It's a sweet smell like pancakes or something. And I thought it was just me. I thought I was tripping, but my son said it one time. He said, you always smell like brandy. And I said, what? He said, you know how brandy smells? And I said, I mean, I do, but what do you think it smells like? He said I think he said like muffins. I think he said muffins or something. But you a baker, so you smell like cakes and whatnot.
That smell like muffins.
I'm with it. I'm here for it. That's funny.
Hey, Ash. Trina says the only thing she'll give in on is if they didn't know how to dress. I can teach them that.
If Trina don't know, she gonna shop.
Like, no, we gotta fix that, baby.
Like, don't you worry about it.
Where that American Express at?
I see. That's why you willing to give in on that, because you know you're gonna get them together.
Shireen says financially capable. So when do you assess that? Like, because I feel like in the relationships that I've had, I don't really talk about finances. We talked about that in the last episode, unless we're like deep in something. So like, if have you already caught feelings before you have that conversation, or are you just upfront like, this is one of the things that's on my list and I need to know if you are capable of handling me because I'm a lot?
Yo, you scared me with that in the beginning. When we first started talking, all these warning signs, like, are you sure this is what you want? I mean, I thought it was. I don't know now. Because you keep saying, like, hey, be clear. Is this the problems you want?
I'm just asking, you know.
You oversold it. You oversold it. I'm like, now let me find out you switch up after we jump this broom, all right? Gotcha. Now you gonna see the with me.
It's all part of the trap.
Ryan Shires, what up, family? What's going on, man? This is my homie. This is my new homie. What up, man?
Food, pancakes. Yeah, I probably do smell like food all the time.
Ryan said,
I try to put that on Russell, but that is probably me.
Yeah, you do smell like pancakes. Men have to understand how to properly apply scents to their body. This is real. And you know what? Maybe this is why I don't do cologne stuff like that. Because my dad was heavy into colognes. And I remember him always having talks to me like, you know, for men that have more of a musky smell, you want to go to something like this. And I'm like, all right, this is too much. And this smell is just way too grown for me. Like, I never was into it. But it's a science to it for sure.
Yeah.
Everybody has a odor and a smell and a scent, and not all scents. Like, just because it's popular, like it's Dior or one scent that's like
popping.
Smell
good on you.
Yeah, it might not miss.
No, I remember having that conversation with you about Love Spell, and I told you all the girls in high school used to wear Victoria's Secret Love Spell. I went to Victoria's Secret. I bought the body wash, the lotion, the body spray.
So I'm going in.
I put this on. I smelled like you buy We Fry and Lance in that fish market. I was like,
hey. That is TMI.
This don't go with my body chemistry. Like, I don't know why all of y'all.
That's through my pheromones.
All of y'all smelling like little lavender fields, and I'm smelling like a whole fish tank.
Not you.
You know the one on Martin Luther King. I know the one I'm talking about.
That's a really specific potent smell, and I really wish you didn't say that. That's rough.
And then, so I wasn't sure. So look, this is the messed up part about it, right? I wasn't sure that that's what it was. So I doubled back a couple times in a row. Like,
you can keep elaborating.
This is definitely it. This is definitely it.
I don't even know where we go from here.
You want my stuff? Because I just bought a whole haul that I need to get rid of.
Oh, everybody who's been in that store is like,
yeah, strong. Okay.
Oh my
and you
God.
know it's bad because you smell yourself and you be trying to shy away. Like,
hey yo,
me?
There's nothing worse than catching the whiff of yourself, yo. Have you ever smelled yourself? You be insecure. It makes your whole day up.
It will. It completely will.
Yeah, you sit
all
down
day like this. Hey, no. Try to drink.
That's the worst. You away from home, don't know when you gonna be home again, and you catch a whiff, man. Don't come talk to me.
Listen, I'm gonna be very honest though. That's one of the good things about working in the hospital because they got that good soap. You can go to the bathroom.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, wash it all the way. I mean, you might have to double back a couple times depending on what you do for work, but
they got showers in my job. I've never been comfortable taking a shower anywhere but home.
Oh yeah, I ain't taking no shower, but I can little.
What was that? I'm saying I don't know how we got here, but we gotta.
It's probably me, my bad. Y'all know I'm good for that. I be
gotta
squirreling.
move around.
I be squirreling.
This is facts.
Is anybody saying anything on TikTok? Because we are paying a lot of attention to Facebook.
Nah, they have not been back since your phone rang. We got 2 views.
It's okay. What up, you?
What up, y'all? To y'all, Lord, I'm with y'all. Thank you. We was getting gifts before.
Oops.
Come back. We sorry. Oh man.
Sorry, Racy. I just be like, I know it's a lot of stuff that like girls not supposed to say, like we not supposed to talk about, but I don't know those things.
Nah,
so.
We need to talk about it because look, people be quiet, but they've been there.
Yeah, everybody
they've been there before. Yeah, anybody here say they ain't never smelt themselves, you a lie, and the truth ain't in you. Oh man.
Hey, she said everyone can't wear perfume or cologne. That is
true.
So true.
It's true.
Now I'm gonna do a not shameless shout out, but before maybe a year ago, I had just stayed away from stuff because I have really sensitive skin. Sometimes some stuff irritates me, but I go now into the scent station. I'm not gonna tell y'all what fragrance I wear, but all her fragrances are bomb and they're really soft and subtle and they don't irritate. So like I've been in there going crazy. Well, my mama have she be getting it for me.
That part. All right, let's try to
Ring it back in.
Let's try to ring it back in and talk about what our episode was about. We were calling out. This is how we got here. We were calling out preferences or things that we like or we're attracted to in the opposite sex or whoever it is you in love with or you got feelings for. So we're not done yet. If you on here, number one, thank you for joining us. Drop some fire in the chat. Share in the bottom left-hand corner. There's a button that says share. Share it. Let people know we on. And also, tell us what are your preferences. What are the things that you're attracted to in a significant other? If you're married, talk about maybe things that you're attracted to about your spouse, or maybe growing up, what were things you always just liked or things that you preferred?
I definitely like funny guys. I like to laugh.
It's fitting.
And like now that I'm really truly being my authentic self, I still like, I think sometimes we go back and forth like who's the crazy one, not crazy like insane, but who's the goofy one in our relationship. And I love that. Like it don't have to be all you and it don't have to be all me. Like,
I don't like getting
really
showed up.
I love it. I like when you try to do something and then I one up you and you
I just stopped. I don't know if you noticed. I don't do it no more. Like I know I can't out wild you. I'll be like, if we walk into a public place and I think I'm gonna do something goofy to embarrass you, I just know it's not gonna happen.
It's not gonna work.
Like I'm gonna start doing a stupid dance. You gonna join me? Like, okay, all right, okay, calm down.
I don't get embarrassed very often.
You don't. It trips me out. This is the most different relationship I've ever had in my life. Facts.
What is something? What's something for you? I am totally.
What's something for me? The preference?
Yes.
I like
talk about the forehead. Really, that's what I'm trying to get to.
Nope. You should have watched the episode, and I'm not letting you trap me here on this live.
That's really not doing it. Want to get to. What's a weird preference?
What's a weird preference?
Yeah.
I don't think I got a weird one. The weirdest one was the forehead. I like girls with pronounced frontal lobes. Rihanna, Tyra Banks, that type of forehead.
Yeah, that's weird.
There's a reason why these people are known for their look, okay? It's a thing. You wouldn't notice it, but it's a specific head shape. Not a crazy big head where it's like, dang, look at her forehead. Not that, but just...
Well, both of them have a dang look at her forehead, if you ask me.
They got a dang look at... Y'all was trappy. I'm not doing it. Nope.
Brittany White, first of all, Racy says romance and communication. I've been too busy laughing and didn't answer. Shay says sense of humor, you have to live. Yes, amen. Brittany White, which is a new name.
That's my cousin.
Hey, Brittany.
Not in real life, but
I've always been attracted to musicians, but apparently that wasn't God's will for my life. Sometimes you gotta know when to let go and let God.
And hold on, we're not gonna turn down the street, but we could do a whole episode on musicians. It's a different type of person, and most of them are not your husbands. Now, there's a few good ones. Okay, I know a lot of musicians. And they know a lot of girls too.
You are not putting a lot of stock in the bank of you want to go out on tour.
Huh? They musicians. The artists. Okay. That's all got nothing to do with what they do. You gonna let me go on tour.
You separated from the ones who play the instruments.
Yeah, now I'm gonna be with the choir.
She said they are a mess. I ain't never been with like a musician.
It's church known. And we can rank it. The drummer is the most loose. the drummer has the longest whole phase out of all the band. Okay. Okay. Now you get the older drummer. He's seasoned. He done lived it out. You know, he done got out of the system. But them drummers.
Lord,
and the next is the bass players. We don't get into that. I ain't gonna get into that. But church people know. They know. The band goes in levels. The keyboard player the most saved one. And the organ one is sanctified. We don't even gotta talk about them. Okay.
Or Danny, she you better had to say that.
What are we talking about? We don't wear everywhere.
This is what we usually do.
Facts.
So what was something that stood out to you in the episode?
That I am completely opposite of everything that you ever wanted in a man. I'm being dramatic.
That's before I knew better.
I'm being dramatic. It wasn't even that much. One thing that stood out to me was Is no one on there? You keep.
Yeah, but you're not doing it right. So just come on, keep going.
Give me TikTok back. You had in the last episode.
Can you just keep going?
I told you I want to do TikTok. I'm on strike until you give it back.
Talk.
No, give me my phone back.
Oh my gosh, you are being.
She won't let me do TikTok. Anyway, Ryan Shower said personality, then the 3T.
Teeth, titties, and toes.
That's what it is. I think that's what it is. Is that titties or tithes?
Tight. Ryan is a boy.
Yeah, Ryan's
okay.
a guy. Yeah.
Okay.
This is the videographer I told you about.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's Ryan.
So what is the second T, Ryan?
No judgment either. Teeth are mad important. And toes as well. I'm not a feet dude, but I don't want to see jacked up feet though.
I don't know. Like when you say you're not particular about that, but I remember in the beginning of our relationship, I was like not really. I wasn't pedicuring, right? My toes didn't look bad, but there was like this little piece of toenail polish that was just hanging on, and you talked about it every chance you got.
Because look, I'm gonna be honest with you. I was just amazed at the duration of time that had passed, and this toenail polish was still holding on. And it was only on that one toe, on a section of it. I'm like, yo, this is impressive. What's the plan here? Like, are we at this point? We're just seeing how long it can last. It was amazing.
I wait for Ryan. We filling up while Ryan fills us in on what T.I.
Now he done backed up. He's like, you know what?
T-E-S-S.
Maybe that was too much. Let me check.
Listen, if he's a breast man, it is okay. But that is fine.
Where the fellas at?
He can have a preference of being a breast man.
Now this is what I want to know. What's the pettiest preference that you're willing to end a situation for? That you would try, but you're like, I don't know.
I don't know if it's petty, but I think before we did the episode, before or after, we talked about if a man smokes cigarettes. I don't know if it's petty or not, but it's totally like I could try it, but
nah, I ain't petty. That's health. Like you gonna be around me. That's secondhand smoke. I got kids.
That's a turn off for me.
Might try to breathe that in. No judgment, but just I don't know.
But and I don't like nobody that's no mama's boy. You not no mama's boy.
I'm not. I felt the energy when you said that. Like, what you trying to say?
Nah, you not no mama's boy.
I'm not no mama's boy. I'm not no mama's boy.
I mean, respect for your mom is different, right?
Yeah.
But if you can't do nothing outside of her and you running to her for every situation, and when you talk to me, I can hear your mama in it, like you trying to pass it off like it's your voice, but it really ain't. I think we should. That's your mama talking. Shut up.
What would you do if we was going somewhere and I was like, man, my mom wanted us to drop her off at the crib and ask you to sit in the back seat?
I think I would just naturally get in the back.
You wouldn't feel no ways about it?
No, I don't think you would have to ask me. Like if we were in the car and I saw your mama coming out the house to get in the car, I would get out and get in the back.
I would never ask that.
Yeah,
I would never ask that.
I think I would just do that.
And I think most of them be like, baby, you fine.
First, especially if we in your car. Yeah, I don't know if your mama got bad knees or none of that. Like your car low, it's cramped in the back.
I just feel like this is unnecessary and it has nothing to do with what we're talking about.
You ask. Yeah, he said yes, breasts. Okay.
Yes, breasts.
Listen, I take that.
Bad breath. I'm done.
Oh.
That's what Laura Rail said.
Yeah. If it's like halitosis. Like luckily I've been with guys who are usually taller than me, so when they talk, their breath not just like right in my face.
I come down on you. That's a different angle right there. When it's cascading down.
Nah. But yeah, if it's something that like it's a constant, I can't do it.
Yeah.
You can have it.
I feel like, and I could be wrong, fellas, y'all chime in. I feel like hygiene is more offensive when it comes from a girl. I don't know if it's just like the branding that women have in society, like the way they brand y'all, but we be surprised when y'all stink. Like, man, really? When you find a stinky man, you just be like, oh, you funky, go get in the shower. But like, when it's a girl, it's like, ooh, she stank. I don't know. Bad breath from a female is so disrespectful. Like if it's one of the homies, I'm like, man, get some gum. But bad breath from a girl is like more offensive to me. I don't know.
Yeah, and I also don't think that bad breath is petty. I don't. Like, because I'm a smells person. I have a really sensitive smell. I will gag. Like, if you talking to me and I smell it and Like, so I can't.
I'm picturing talking to somebody and they gag.
I can't. You know me. You know. I'd be like,
so funny. Babe, you're baby, I would be dead. If you ever start gagging while we talking, I'm done. I'm just going in a relationship. Like, hey, we had a good run. We had a good run.
Wake up in the morning and just hurry up and go brush your teeth.
We can't come back from this. Same, Brandy. I jump in the back. That's dope. Y'all got some respect for the moms, but
yeah, I can't foresee like your mom coming out the house to get in the car, and I'm like, I'm not moving.
I can't see me asking her like, babe, my mom come, you gotta get in the back.
No, but I mean that's not even, to me, that's not something you should have to ask about. Now, like my mom, when she'll be like, no, baby, don't, I get in the back. She don't mind that. Like, and if that's like, if she came out and said, nah, girl, you don't gotta get in the back, I get in the back, then that's fine. I'll stay there.
Yeah.
But to me, it's just like a respect thing to offer.
For sure.
For her to sit there.
For sure. Respect the mamas. What else? Petty preferences. Lona said, I am too. It's awful, so I can't stand funk. I'm with you.
Bad.
That's a rough one to get over.
I will search down the scent in our house. Like,
what you do when you with somebody already, you already in love with them, and then something happens, like they develop halitosis.
Good, we gotta have a talk, and you gotta go to the dentist.
And some things you can't come back from. Halitosis? Is there a cure?
I mean, it's usually like infection or.
The people I know with halitosis, they have had it. They do
probably
have
just
it.
have bad hygiene, bad oral hygiene.
Oh, okay. All right.
Scrape the tongue, mouthwash. You got to throw a little baking soda in there.
That's in the gum. Scraping your tongue ain't gonna do nothing with no halitosis.
Little peroxide swish.
There you go. Heavy.
There's ways around this.
Heavy duty. Heavy duty.
All right, y'all. So where are we at now? Because it's feeling real discombobulated.
All right, let's get back on track.
We talked about for the first time that little interim period where we tried to make fetch happen.
For sure. A lot of people didn't know that. Like, we don't know if you listened to the episode already or not, but we always talk about how we dated in middle school and high school, but we never talk about the infamous summer. The summer where we tried to rekindle. Brandy had just moved back from Atlanta to Michigan, and we tried it. I was single for the summer. I came back from school. I was single for the summer, and we tried to rekindle. And I don't think there was ever a point. I don't want to speak for you. For me, there was never a point in life that I felt so different from you. We felt very different.
Yeah, like when we talk about preferences, you were not at all what I preferred in that moment. Especially
you talking really blunt and truthful.
Finding out that you were like a minister, it didn't really turn me off because, like I said, you were still talking that talk. So I was like, okay, but I could never see how that lined up with the way I was living. And at that time, I didn't see myself changing, and I definitely wasn't about to change, just, you know what I'm saying, for
Facts.
You. So that's really bad, but
no, it was honest. That's where you was at the time. And same for me, right? Like, I think we've always had like that just baseline connection of like, yo, this is someone that means something to me, first love, whatever. But we were so different, and in my mind, I was trying to make it make sense, and I couldn't. I'm like, I can't live this life and be with her. Like, it just don't make no sense. There was this one time, this one that started sinking into me because, I mean, we still was young. Like, we had been like 19 or something.
20.
20, somewhere in there. But I came over to see you. And it's probably like one of the first times I came to see you in person. We've been talking on the phone. And there was this dude that she was dealing with, right? At the time, they broke it off. And I hear from outside, Brandy, bro, I know you in there, bro. Brandy. I said, yo, who that? Oh, that's just such and such. Like, don't even trip. Somehow, he got in the apartment building, and all I hear is the door. Don't. Brandy, hold up the door. Stop playing with me. So then I'm like, first of all, so I'm looking worried. I'm like, it's about to be a situation. She's so calm. She just carrying on conversation
like that. Back then, I like that.
He'll go away. So you want to watch a movie? Huh?
He was coming to get his woman.
Huh? It's sick how sick you were back then. In the head.
I was like, ooh.
To me, it looked like mental. Like, fam, she don't want you. He was right though. She want me. She just with you right now. I just gotta show her Brandon.
You knew what to do, because as soon as that didn't work, I went right back to him.
Huh? Look.
Stuck on stupid.
I don't know what to say. But it was for me. I said, you know what? I'm not comfortable with this. This isn't the atmosphere that's conducive for me.
To rap. But for real, so I talked about that in the episode, that like being a man looked a certain way to me. And that person exuded all those things, albeit some of them very toxic, exude those things that I was like, yo, this mean he really loved me. Yeah. Like, he arrived for me. He don't care who up in this house right now. He about to bust the door down and save me. You know what I'm saying? So, so yeah, my preferences was all messed up. And I'm not surprised that it didn't work out with that person. I eventually woke up and came to my senses like, yo, this is too toxic for me. But at the time, being young and dumb, it was all the rage. Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, like when you're young, the stuff that you use as a measuring stick, or even the stuff that you desired in, it's just like when I look back at the stuff to me that was like likable qualities, even when I was like a young minister, I still like the fact that you was a little wild. I said, like that. Yeah, a little tempted, a little temptation, right? She talking real spicy. I ain't had conversations like this in a minute. Look, I like how you talking. But to me, like, and don't get me wrong, like, I don't know. And that's why I had a hard time. If you listen to the episode, I had a really hard time talking about my preferences. And I realized afterwards, they don't make any sense. It's such a weird collection of things. And I'm so glad that you are as crazy as you are, because I don't think I could find this anybody else. Like, I need somebody who I could pray with, but like turn up with, not in like the crazy sense, but like if a song come on from back in the day, they gonna be like, turn this off, what you doing? You know,
depending on what song it is. I still
know what song it is.
I still can't listen to Uncle Luke.
Now, I don't believe you. I'm gonna test this theory.
Certain Uncle Luke songs.
About to say, because I'll cut on one right now and I'm gonna see if you can sit in your chair. There's certain ones that go. But yeah, like, I think preferences get in our way because we get stuck on this rigid idea of what we need. And the truth is, we don't always know what we need.
That's facts. I've said it a million times, but there are plenty of attributes that you bring to this relationship that I had no idea. I didn't even know to pray to God for those things. Like, it was just stuff that was completely oblivious to me. Nothing that I've ever experienced, nothing that I've ever seen. And so once I got it, again, I said, if I had that list and I was very stringent to that list, I would have missed out, because this stuff wasn't on my list.
That part.
But it's literally some of the main things that I love about you. So
yeah. And isn't it like dangerous though to ignore that stuff? Because if you like something, you like it. And just because you're willing to like not care about it today, 20 years down the line, right, when you're very used to a life, it's become just your everyday today. What you do when what you like comes, because temptation comes gift wrapped in the stuff that, you know what I'm saying?
You won't,
yeah. Like, it's like Ryan was on here talking about, I'm a breast man. Like, you might get with a girl who's not that, and she might have a lot of great qualities, but when
old biddies come around,
when you working with a client, she's like, hey, thanks, and she's bounced all over the place. Like, it's got to be something that you really get peace with. Like, okay, why do I like that? Why is it important to me? And addressing the root of why do I care about the stuff that I care about, right? And when you get down to it, then it gives clarity. Then it's like, you know what? I like this because of a defect in me. I mean, and it's something I got to work on. Not that,
boobs.
Not that specifically. But in general, like, we talked about in the episode, like some of your preferences for men came from a false idea of what a man was.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So it's stuff like that. Like, you got to check why your preference is a preference, or it can trip you up.
No, for real. I think if I still had that I need a thug mentality. And we continued on, let's just say we were dating in the beginning, but someone else who fit that quality came on. I can't lie and say that it could have quite possibly put my attention away because it's more familiar to me.
Yeah.
And it's something that I thought that I wanted. I'm glad that I got rid of that. Lord Jesus, thank you for rescuing me. But I know it's a lot of girls out here who just like a little roughneck.
Why is that attractive? Is it like you just want a man's man?
I don't know. Listen to the people. They done got real quiet on here, so let them tell us. Because I feel like we potting right now. We supposed to be interacting.
I feel like majority of our listeners are girls, so I want to talk to some of y'all that are on here. Fellas, lean in so we can get some clarity. Why is the bad boy attractive? That's always been a thing, the bad boy. Meanwhile, the church boys like me get pushed off to the side, okay?
I feel a little hurt coming out.
Ain't no hurt. We win in the end, okay? Just got to wait for y'all to come to y'all senses. Get dragged through the mud a couple times and be like, you know what? I'm going to try something different.
For me, it was the excitement. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I liked feeling like my life wasn't boring. Like, I like not knowing if we gonna get chased by the police or, you know what I'm saying? Somebody gonna run up in the house. Is we fighting tonight? I don't know. Like, do I need to get dressed up or do I need to bring my tennis shoes? Like, tell me what we doing. I'm down for whatever. But I just need to know.
Is we gonna get chased by the police or not?
I done been in a lot of sticky situations, but it was like
it's all for the games. It's all for the games. Jail. And now you got a record because you was looking for some excitement. This is beyond me.
She says I was attracted. Oh, she said she was attracted to bad boys when she was younger. Seemed like the only thing you found super easy. They were everywhere. Now that's true. Now I'm gonna speak for where I was living and where I grew up, and I mean even in school, like you heard about the boys that were into it. You know what I'm saying? And for whatever reason, they just seem to be more attractive.
The bad boys?
Yeah, like physically attractive.
I can't say that because it's the bad girls that guys are attracted to a lot of times. And sometimes it's opposites attract though, right? Like, yeah.
Malia is the only one who spoke it. Nobody else like bad boys, I guess. Ashley says, yes, preferences are the reason partially I'm single to this day. I'm trying to work on myself and praying about it. It's literally on Do Not Disturb. I have no idea what to do.
Yeah. Yes, preferences are the reason. Partially, I'm single to this day. I'm trying to work on myself and praying about it. I want to know. Let me get in your business. So what are your preferences? What are the things that you feel like you prefer that like are blocking you? You know what I mean? That are blocking you from, like embracing. Like, do you get turned off quick, Ash? Like when you dealing with somebody, do you get like, it's easy for you to be like, nope, I don't like that. That ain't for me. I'm good on that. You ghost them real quick. Racy said, I like bad boys. That's how
my Leah got here.
I'm cracking up. Hey, what up, Kay? Welcome, family.
But it's honest, right?
It is. It is honest. It is honest. I think, and I don't know, I think everybody kind of makes bad choices when you're younger and you don't know yourself fully.
There's still some grown people making them same choices.
It's facts. Facts. I think it's more excusable when you're young, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a lot of dudes that get bitter, though. Like the good guy,
mm-hmm.
You know what I mean, who gets passed up or, had a girlfriend, got cheated on for the bad guy. Like, them the dudes that get bitter. And I landed on this TikTok page. Like, it was just the most toxic man page ever that existed. And this dude, his whole page was just dedicated to, like, this weird toxic masculinity. And that's the image I had. Like, oh, this is like just a hurt man right here. You know what I'm saying? Like, clearly you're just hurt. And it happens, but yeah. Yeah, bad boys are fun.
Who said that?
Danielle.
Yeah, I mean, it really is. It is an excitement factor when you don't know what's going to happen next. And you're like, especially when, you're sheltered like as a child or as a teenager, and you're finally now let out into the world, and you like, what you gonna do? What? Oh, okay. You want me to drive where and hold what? Okay, don't look in the bag. Okay.
Well, here's the thing. If we be honest, bad is just fun in general, right? Like all the stuff that like was quote unquote bad to do or stuff you shouldn't do was exciting and it was fun, right? So I don't think we got to generalize it. And I think I'm doing a poor job of generalizing it to like women preferring bad boys, because there's a lot of dudes who, you know what I'm saying, went for the wrong girl or had fun with the girl who was like, you know what, this maybe isn't what's best for me. But most of the stuff that's fun is the stuff that's like, oh, I shouldn't be doing this.
Yeah.
The gag is that we focus on the fun and we don't know what's on the back end of that fun.
It's 100%
like
true.
We had these experiences, we having a grand old time, and then mean in between, oh shoot, there's a bunch of side effects here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I seem to also gravitate towards guys who my mom told me, like, was trying to warn me about. Like that, I don't know if it was like a rebellious type of thing, but I usually, if my mom was like, like, cause back then I was talking to my mom like, oh, I think I like, or, you know, this person, or she see me talking to somebody and she'd be like, I don't know. He ain't no good. I'd be like, let me see what that's about. Let me open that box.
Wow.
She was usually right though.
All right. All right.
Ashley says, I'm extremely superficial. I am also turned off by a lot of things, and I can't move forward from the turnoffs. That's very honest. And I think sometimes, like, if you know what makes you tick, like, don't compromise. Like, we talked about that whole compromise when do you, but if you know, like, this is just the type of person that I am, until you can decide that that's something you want to change or fix, then don't compromise. Like, just be single. Like, do exactly what you're doing.
Yeah. Yeah. I've talked to people and tried to arrange situations with qualities that kind of like annoyed me. And I recognize like, oh, that's superficial. Like there's good qualities, there's good quality, but there are some things that just get on your nerves. And I don't think that's a problem.
No.
Right. Like if there's something that you can't stomach, if you're like trying to fight to accept something, just because you can accept it today doesn't mean that it's not gonna bother you in the future. Like, it's a chance you're still gonna be bothered by it in the future.
I did feel like that from the episode that like we were saying that preferences don't matter, and now that we've gotten all the silly stuff out, like I did want to come here and say that that's not what I was trying to communicate.
Yeah, you like what you like.
Yeah, preferences do matter, and you're okay to choose. Like, it's just like being with a white or a black person is a preference, right? Like, I like white boys. I don't like white boys, but I mean, that's not the case for me because I love me a white boy, but
you calm down. How about that?
But that's a preference. And I don't think that in order for you to say, in order for me to get with the person that I'm meant to be with, that I have to compromise on that and start dating outside of my race or whatever. That's just one example, but you don't. Like, preferences are how I really found you. Like, there were core things that after being through everything that I had been through that I was not going to compromise on. I mean, I think you saw that from the very beginning, from the moment you asked for my phone number, and it was just like a cavalier, well, let me get your number and find out. Nah, bro.
Yeah, you was doing too much.
No, I wasn't.
Yo, let me tell you how she tried to stun these DMs.
Look where you at.
Huh?
Look where you at.
You think it's because of that whack DM?
Look where you at.
We had been like talking, flirting around the standard. She, I can't remember. Oh, so first of all, she came at me. You better stop acting like you want these problems under these Facebook posts. She came at me real flirty, right? So now I respond like, yo, like, nah, like, let me get your number. Then she gonna say, I'm a good Christian woman. Ask me nicely. What? What did you being a Christian got to do with, like, you gonna make me write a dissertation to ask for your phone number because you're a Christian?
I was trying to see how obedient you could be, and you
about to end this real quick.
You wrote that whole letter.
It's called game.
Yeah, okay.
Game, and it worked. And it worked.
Don't fool yourself.
Show your finger.
Don't fool yourself.
Show your finger.
Yeah, it worked.
Yeah,
it worked. It worked, ladies.
But Anyway, asked me to write this whole dissertation. Like, I'm a Christian woman. Ask me nicely. Huh? What's your favorite?
I was being facetious when I said that, but you still did it.
Yeah, I was being facetious too.
No, you wouldn't. One day I'm gonna come back and read y'all what he wrote.
We ain't gonna talk about what happened after that.
Shay says bad boys versus good boys. The good boys seem cool, but some of the good ones can be too emotional. My Leah said it's a thrill, and Ashley says laughs, shoes, teeth, clothes turn me off.
You mean like an ugly laugh?
Yeah, I got an ugly laugh, so I can't even. If it's funny, I'm gonna laugh. It is gonna be like I embrace that fact. I know I got an ugly laugh.
You definitely got a cackle. It's a cackle.
Don't let it be funny.
It's antagonistic too. It be something happening don't got nothing to do with me and I'm offended.
Don't let it be funny. That's good. It sounds just like that too.
I got a smoker's laugh. Like when I laugh, it sounds like I be on Newports.
Breathe.
That is not it.
Yes, it is.
Not it. It's a wheeze. You disrespectful. How about that? Yeah. So ultimately, the point of the episode was just to point out, like, that although preferences like are necessary, they're how you like centralize and find a person and hone in on the people that you want to be with, right? They can't be like, you can't be a slave to that though, right? And you can't be so rigid that there's no room around it. Like, know the stuff that you're willing to compromise on and the stuff that you're not willing to compromise on. Because there's a lot of scenarios, and I think even our scenario, like, I think if we were both rigid with that, there's no way we would have found each other, been able to, you know what I mean, be in this happy place and in this like relationship that I think is both valuable to both of us. But had we been rigid with preferences or things that we liked at the time, there's no way this would happen. When I met her, I ain't with no Christian girl.
We had to expand our horizons.
She said, I'm practicing. I'm not going to have sex. Huh? Wow. Excuse me. You said what? It was nowhere near what, you know, where I was at in my life, right?
Yeah, you weren't looking for that.
But had I not leaned in on the other things, or if I'm not malleable about that, and that preference was from a broken place. Like
yours?
My preference to not be like, yeah, nah, if you with me, you gotta, you know what I'm saying, we gonna have sex. That mindset did not come from, you know what I mean? Of course I'm a man and I enjoy sex, but at the end of the day, that rigid, like, nah, we gotta do this, doesn't come from, you know what I mean, a healthy place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For you. Or are you saying in general?
In general.
Oh. I don't know. Some people feel like they got to test the water before they would test the milk before they buy the cow.
You condone that?
No, I don't. I'm just saying. I don't condone that for me. I can't tell nobody else what to do.
I ain't telling nobody what to do. I'm just giving my opinion. What you want me to do? Yeah. But if you have not listened to the episode, it is available everywhere still. It's on YouTube. If you haven't, even if you watch the episode, go to YouTube and watch it. Because even if you've listened to the episode, go to YouTube and watch it, because it's a whole new vibe with the visual with it. For those of you guys who won the drawing, we ordered the hoodies.
Hoodies have been ordered.
They on the way.
We'll let y'all know when the bag is in.
That part. We're doing deliveries and some pickups. But we want to see y'all. We want to talk to y'all. Thank you guys for rocking with us. What else?
Yeah, I don't know who saw or not, but we did have a giveaway on our page. I don't know if you call it a giveaway or a drawing or whatever it was, but we asked people. Spotify is now taking ratings for podcasts, so you can go on Spotify and give our podcast a rating. And if you told us that you did that and left a star in the comments, you want some money. Y'all didn't know it was money, but one person did it. So picking a winner was very easy.
That part.
And we blessed them in their Cash App. So y'all need to be engaging with us. Look for opportunities, because we're always looking for a reason to bless somebody.
The part. All season we blessing people. All season we doing giveaways. So yeah, hit us up. Reviews, Apple Podcasts is the quickest way. But however you choose to do so, the support means everything. And we appreciate y'all.
Yeah, and we're trying to find something to do while we're away. Since we're going to have a week off.
Yeah.
So it'll be 3 weeks from from today, we won't be on. I can't remember what that is, April something, but 5th, I think, will be a honeymooning horde.
Whoop.
So we're gonna try to find something to do in the place of being on live. So who knows? It might be a little giveaway. Maybe we do a little DoorDash for somebody or something. Buy y'all dinner.
Come on.
You never know.
You never know.
Be on our page and be looking out and be engaging so that when we post new stuff, it comes into your feed. Kay says, I would like to ask, what is the final goal of having a relationship with a bad boy versus a good girl? If your goal is to compromise your worth, then by all means choose the guy that only has good D.
Spitting.
And fist to face to offer. Choose the bad boy, but if you and fist to face, Lord, but if you feel like you're valuable, find a good guy that has balance and not boring. And remember, rare diamonds don't pass through many hands.
And also, let me say thank you, Kay.
That was beautiful.
You said something.
I never
really
heard
valuable.
that before. Rare diamonds don't pass through many hands. I like that.
That's gonna be on a T-shirt. We're gonna give you a percentage.
I'm talking to give away all the percentages.
That's gonna be on the TK. You got a free one coming. But we got to break the scenario that the good guy is boring. Like, just because you're not in danger, like
boring.
If that is your idea of excitement, then yeah, okay, then the good guy's boring. But we got to break the stigma, and I'm going to talk to y'all like we just grown folks, and we're grown. Everybody on here is grown. The stigma that the good guy.
You sure Cinco ain't on YouTube?
If he is, he gonna learn this too. You gonna learn it today, son.
Learn today.
The good guy is not always boring. The sex isn't always trash. Like, there's this real stigma that the good guy is just like tomatoes, yawn, boring. And nah, that's dead. And I need you to speak up on that regard.
After the
You've been on both sides of the tracks. You've been, huh?
I said after the honeymoon, I will.
Now, on the sex part, but just about boring.
You're a little boring sometimes. No, just playing.
Stop playing.
I'm joking.
Let's be serious.
I'm joking. No, I'm not bored. I'm never bored. Like, I don't even know. Like, I think my definition of boring has changed. So, like, boring felt like we're not getting into nothing. We're not drinking. We're not smoking. Like, we just sitting around watching movies, and you want to take me on a walk in a park, and like, who wants to do that? But now that's not boring to me.
But I'm gonna say it like this: there are some good guys who don't mind a drink.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. Jesus turned water into wine. So, like,
what? No.
You know what I'm saying? We're not saying that drinking is a sin. There's some good guys here that, don't mind drinking a little glass of Hennessy with you after work. It's fine. Mm-hmm. Go on a cruise, live it up, party. But the good guy being the one who where he's going to be at the end of the night.
Yeah.
You don't have to guess where he's going to be at. Mm-hmm. When he says he's somewhere, it's not a thought in your mind if he's lying to you or telling you the truth. When he says something, it holds weight. It's sturdy. You can put your weight on it. Like, that's the dude that we like, tomatoes. And it's the biggest trap of all time. There's so many dudes that get passed up until you come to your senses. And at this point, let me speak bluntly, and it's not just girls. I'm going to forget like I'm talking to girls. This is people in general. We spend seasons picking the wrong person, and by the time we come to our senses, statistically, our value has dropped significantly, right? When you was the dude with the 6-pack, and you know what I'm saying, you was out here getting it, you was working a couple jobs, had some money in your pocket, that was the time when you was running around being a hoe.
Now you realize you want a good
now
girl.
You want to settle down.
Now you're dusty.
You got a gut. Your hairline is gone. You know what I'm saying? And now you want the good girl. And she like, nah, I'm good on you. You know what I mean? Or you're the girl who got body or whatever, and you want the bad boy, and you're treated, you're undervalued. But then when you come to your senses, now you have a gang of kids. Your situation is different, but you want the high value dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, don't fall for the trap. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Went on a tangent.
You went on a soapbox, but it was a good one.
Kay got me started with that comment.
Kay said that's his quote. He made it up. So if we put it on the t-shirt, we got it. We got to break him off.
Kay, I got you, man.
It says, tell it, Russell. All that. Yeah, that's true. I don't even have nothing to add to that because that was just so good.
It was good.
It was good. Even though I was the girl, but it was good.
I was the guy too, though. I just covered mine up. I did a really good job. It's not a whole lot of girls that I was like, hey, here, this is my girl.
Yeah.
But if we being truthful, we being honest, there was a lot of dirt behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And yeah, it is what it is. We do that.
But I leveled up too, so I ain't gonna say that. Like, I knew I had to change something to be attracted to somebody else.
You really silly today.
I am.
What you got going on? That's my role. You supposed to be the serious one.
No.
Trying to minister to the people while I'm over here clowning.
No such thing as a role.
It is a role.
No.
Yeah.
You don't know your role.
Oh, come on. Yo, thank y'all so much. We appreciate you guys rocking with us as always. And I'm not sure if you want to announce this now, but I'm going to go for it now. And if I messed up, then let me know. But we're building a team. We are building a team. What they never told us is expanding. The podcast is doing great. We've charted several times in the United States and other countries, and there's a lot of work that needs to be done. Right now, we do everything on our own, from filming to posting to uploading, ordering hoodies. We got merch coming. We're planning What They Never Told Us About New Orleans 2023. We got game. There's so much stuff that we're expanding and doing, but it's a lot. And if this is something that you're interested in, working in this space, we want to open up the doors and talk about possibly joining up with the team and working with us, right? Right now, this is an investment, right? Everything that we're doing right now, from these mics we talking into, to this equipment, to this, all of this was investment, right? But we're building a business, right? And we want to join with people who are interested in building a business and working to make this something that it has potential to be, right? And we think everybody who rocks with us and it tunes in sees the value in it, but we need your help. So, yeah.
If y'all seen the Kanye documentary, we looking for our cootie. Somebody that's going to be there taking care of the business, and then when we blow up.
Yeah, without the whack voiceover.
Yeah. I mean,
it was at this time Kanye really changed.
Leave Cootie alone.
Listen, same tone, the whole movie.
Literally, somebody who recognizes the potential, or somebody's who recognize the potential and really have what it takes to help us get to the next level. So
that part.
We'll have more defined definitions of what actually we're looking for when we come back from our little break. But yeah, just putting our feelers out there.
That part. But as always, thank y'all so much for joining us. New episode next Tuesday. Wednesday after that. Next episode is called Know Your Role.
It is?
Yep.
Oh.
It's called Know Your Role. We're talking about gender roles and all that good stuff. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be a really good one. So, yes, can't wait for you guys to hear it. As always.